Right, let's pick up on some of the issues that we're hearing about there. David McHutchon is leader of Restore Scotland. They're pro-Scottish independence and pro-Brexit, and as you can see, joins us live from Aberdeenshire. Now, thank you so much for your time tonight on The Nine, David. That was quite a litany of issues there. We had 6 minutes. We heard beer, meat, wine, fish, even teddy bears. This is problematic, to say the least, isn't it?
Well, as you rightly say, our party stands for independence both from the United Kingdom and from the European Union. That doesn't mean, of course, that we back all elements of Boris's Brexit. There have been elements of it that have been disastrous for Scottish businesses. The fishing deal in particular, I think, let our Scottish fishermen down really badly.
What's been a positive, though?
I think the major positive from the UK's perspective is being able to take back control of its own tariff regimes, to take back control of economic and monetary policy, to be able to make deals with countries throughout the world that are in the UK's interests. And obviously, from Scotland's perspective, there's a lot of learning that can happen from this. We can try, as we move forward to becoming fully independent and fully sovereign, to learn from the process and to try and ensure that when we achieve that goal, that the process is as seamless as possible.
Absolutely. And I noticed you said there that this was about taking back control, but you just have to watch that report from James Cook there and the whole host of issues that businesses are facing on a daily basis. That is, yeah, it's not all just Brexit. There are other issues in the mix, sure. But that doesn't seem to be filtering down. It's making life apparently pretty difficult for firms across the country.
Well, I think it's a massive point that you touched on there, that this is a global problem. The global supply chain issues that we're seeing throughout the world are affecting all the major economies.
But Brexit being a key factor in all of this as well. When do you think sure. that this is going to start easing up a bit for businesses and for consumers?
In some ways, it already has. I think there's a really important thing that's not being said. A lot of the reporting is very much from the perspective of business owners, and of course, we're sympathetic to the challenges that they are facing. But for low-wage earners, this is a great opportunity. When there is shortages in the labour market, this is a chance for many workers that would struggle to find work to get their start. For workers on low wages to get promoted, to move on, and to have the opportunity to maybe shift from industry to industry. So there are real opportunities out there as well, for particularly for workers.
Sorry to interrupt. That's of course the aim, and of course the opportunities people would accept is a great thing overall. But do you actually think that is what's happening on the ground? We heard one business owner saying they're crying out for EU labour, and this whole system, as it stands at the moment, is just not working.
I certainly would agree that there were elements of transition that the Tory government could have handled better. And I would say that when we have a situation where you've had certain industries that for decades have been relying on cheap labour from overseas, that's obviously going to come with pain for those industries, as they have to start paying fair wages to their workers.
So when's this all going to get better for those businesses then and for consumers? When will we start noticing a change here and the benefits that you say Brexit will bring?
Well, I can't foretell the future. This market, like any market, will right itself. But I think there's a lot of upside coming for workers, for businesses that are able to take advantage of the opportunities that there are out there. And adapt and, raise wages and provide opportunities to people. So, yeah, good for folks. I have a little bit of experience in this area. I was working recently in an abattoir. There were a lot of people like me that were earning less than £10 an hour doing hazardous, monotonous, physically demanding work. And we're just crying out for an opportunity to move on to better paid positions, even within the same company.
David,
so
thank you very much.
There are opportunities out there for folks.
Brilliant. OK, thanks for putting your point of view across there. David McHutchon, the leader of the Restore Party, pro-independence and pro-Brexit. Thanks again.